When the lab coats say these rifts could destroy the entire galaxy, that doesn't include the main menu, right? Geography ain't my strong suit.
You know an opportunity when you see it. And take it. Don't accept second place. That's why we've updated our premium Sisty Bits just for you. Auntie Cleo and Pal's deep-fried Sisty Bits. Now with a full body bib included with every purchase.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Not the most hospitable climate. Keep an eye on your fingers and toes.
I find your proposed time reasonable. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical...
Please don't take me on a co-tangent.
Can't talk.
Calculating an inverse complex sine function in my head.
Have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
Observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in crossfire. Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path was along the cliffside.
You know, you strike me as someone with a very
Cause
small
trouble
ability
and
to
I
cover sure.
will school you chapter and verse.
Heard that rift near the archive. Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Cultist. Agitators are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
How'd you like to find your insides waiting outside?
I find that an improbable outcome were we to engage in violent conflict. The Oracle Laureate is our foremost seer, excluding the presiding bishop herself. He oversees the Department of Predictive Analysis, and in so doing keeps the Order on course. Indubitably, Laureate Beckett said to accommodate you as best as possible, but rules are rules. Is this some kind of test? No participants or observants are permitted to discuss Laplace's garden outside its boundaries. You'll discover all you need once inside, after ridding yourself of your problematic auxiliary, of course.
Forget I mentioned it. The undisputed claim is home to a cross-section of our corporate hierarchy, from our beloved CEO herself in her tower officeplex to the bottom rungers in the
I'm
bowels of
certain as soon as I talk to Severin, I'll be able to figure this all out. No matter how I turn this over in my mind, I find no... Perhaps their faith failed them, and they succumbed to greed, sold us out for some measly bits. I can't, but I'm fairly if we're so deeply infiltrated, I'm certain...
Now, on to other things. This one always makes me pretend... And I have the sun in my eyes.
Trying real hard not to be insubordinate-like, Commander. But this Azza, she ain't right in the head. We got enough to worry about as it is, and adding this much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her? I'll try to keep an Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Salutations, Arcadia.
The tower ahead is an external component of the archive and likely serves as an...
Subjects listening in. I'm afraid you've been fed a lot of hooey about all of us at Auntie's Choice. Your so-called superiors would have you believe we're unscrupulous interlopers intent on stealing the very... bread off your plate. Tut-tut! No! Nothing could be farther from the truth.
You're cleared to enter. Go on.
Yeah. They say they offer you direct. Meaning, purpose. We say that's a fancy way of stating.
Agent, I have a message for you.
They say you're part of a...
On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
Freedom, revel in choice. Auntie's Choice.
Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs.
Wireless Free Arcadia presents our top request.
The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview. Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is. Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you? All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress. And you for recognizing such quality of vision. But now, I fear I have kept you long. May all your problems proceed so...
Detecting higher than normal humidity with trace amounts of organic material non-native to Cluster.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry.
Caffeine is proven to lead to many positive health and research outcomes.
Welcome to the Caff Integration Point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today? Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested? Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional? Expand on that for me. One day soon, you will evolve beyond an inappropriate attachment to material possessions and at last be free to acquire that which most eludes you: wisdom. Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the plan. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered. I'd have run the mugs through the autoclave twice if I'd known the garden was receiving visitors now. All right, your turn. What questions have you got percolating in that mind of yours? I didn't hear a question. Everyone is simply contented by the good work they're doing to advance the plan. Everything in perfect exactitude, as Vicar Udicott might say. That said, if something more sinister was going on, would that concern you? Well, good thing nothing's amiss then.
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements? Have a few years of order training?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan, and you're clearly up to something. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth. Appreciate that. I spent decades undercover with only self-affirmations to assuage my vacillating morale. Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately? Who do you work for, little mole?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had amidst present company. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the CAF integration point, perhaps?
Yeah. Oh, hello. Welcome to CAF Integration Point. I'm Junior Caffeine Celebrant Runch, and I'll be happy to assist you today. Certainly. Here you are. Please imbibe responsibly.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous. Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden. The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply. Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance.
Moving and shaking, go-getters. I have news you need to know right now. The space rift has undergone a sudden and rapid intensification in size and vigorousness.
I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested? All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood? One more thing before you leave. Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easy, and I...
What a lamentable state of affairs! I remember the days when Laplace's garden lived up to its estimable purpose. Now look at it. The fountain in disrepair, pedagogy in the park, even the lights above our heads have winked out like stars taken down from the sky. War? Not with the corporatists, surely. That seems to have calmed down, for the moment at least. Oh, you must mean our little ideological dispute with the Protectorate. Oh, piffle. My dear pupil, that is nothing but distraction. The real war is happening here, inside the garden. We are battling for humanity's future, and victory balances on a knife's edge. Nevertheless, one must persist. The plan is good. The shadow of ignorance cannot withstand its light. Oh, I couldn't say. This isn't my college, as it were. I'm a vicar. I tend to people's philosophical needs and leave the management of the garden to others. Oh, no? What a tremendous disappointment. Perhaps in time you will acquire...
A second makeup exam.
Shh! If I'm caught talking during this makeup exam, what does it matter? Can't mark the occipital from the parietal with these voided questions. And is there something wrong with the air recyclers? It's getting hard to breathe. My vision's gone a bit fuzzy, but the exam's right here on the monitor. Have a look.
That last selection has been scientifically proven to increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce.
Initiate Breyer. Do you mean to defraud the Order of its time and resources? I could think of no other rationale for such unseemly conduct.
No, of course not. I'd never...
Cease talking, now, before I expel you from this class entirely.
Thanks for nothing.
You are most welcome. Hopefully that doesn't lead to her quitting the Order, becoming ruler of the Scrappers, and later seeking you out for revenge. Happened to me once.
You okay? Seem off by a few decimal points.
The marketeer said, okay, start right away. The first trick of the trade, let no one get in your way. No rules, no oversight, no ethics to abide. The
Smart researchers patronize the scientician's surplus. No more than what you need.
Welcome to the Scientician's Surplus. I am the scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be directed to me. Of course you would. You are here for a reason? It's there in the name, surplus.
And product placement. We take a moment to fill these airwaves with a reminder. Skeleton is a keystone component of our archive reactivation initiative on Cloister. This base is the gateway to the archive. Occupying it would get our boot back in the door. Unfortunately, that door is currently locked and bolted by the Protectorate. We held the archive once. With a little productivity and possibly some outsourcing, we can do it again. Taking Spyderton is just one step in the process.
Every day treating same strains and abrasion. The operating theater is not conducting viewing dissections at this. That is not an invitation to return to your study and perform exploratory surgery on yourself or a willing volunteer. Just to be clear.
Strange to see all this vacant space after the overcrowding at Matriarch's mercy. Plenty of room for refugees here. Here. Only the Order administrants got their act together.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Say, I observed that. Internal records.
Allow me, child. I have a familiarity with such an unproductive misuse of time.
But yeah.
Glad my deck.
How did your hypothesis of don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources?
There's little you could tell me I couldn't also tell you.
I hope you have good news for me. I knew I had the right person for the job. You've saved me quite the headache. Your reward, as promised. Aw, wondering if you'll ever see me again? Precious. I'll remain in the garden a little while longer, but it would be best if we limited contact with one another. No, but who knows? The plan mystifies even the greatest minds. Perhaps...
Broadcasting only the most profitable news, music, and honest product endorsements. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
For pity's sake, is it the pump or the sealant? Industrial science is mostly theory, they said. You won't have to put your knowledge into practice for years. Now the fountain's broken and I can't. Useless. I'm useless. Am I fretting? No. No one in the garden. Well, there was Roberto. We had an avalanche recently, not far from the I recently placed into the industrial sciences, so I've been entrusted to fix the issue. But I've never had to put my knowledge... The garden, if I can't nip this issue in the proverbial bud, pressure keeps undisciplined minds out from positions of... No, of...
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general direction. Thank you. No, not asleep. Merely waiting. I'll have you know, I have never lounged once in my life, and this is no mere stool, but an innovative exploration of posterior accommodation. Oh, never mind. Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis, and not terribly good at informal introductions, evidently. Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin microbiome free of exogenetic cells. You'll understand. But now, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the agent we've been expecting. I knew loitering at this location would yield results. I, don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance? Excogitation chapels are order residencies where one can meditate in solitude on specific theorems relating to the plan. They're scattered all around Cloister. Prior to the war, such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the last of these recordings. Oh no, I couldn't possibly ask you to endanger yourself by seeking out these logs. Cloister is rather treacherous, and some of the chapels are difficult to reach by design. However, if you happened upon these chapels and recovered these logs, I would most certainly be interested in their contents. By my reckoning, the amount of logs to be collected is 4. You have that? 4. No more, no less. Each chapel should have at least one somewhere inside.
At the junction of opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals.
Valued underlings, your anti-Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few superiors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my
Hey! Only security personnel are permitted in this booth. At this time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond this point.
whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-city for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Aster. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to assistant.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crowe.
Agent, over here.
Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no hull-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice.
There you are. I was informed by Gertie you've agreed to help us reconvene negotiations. With your aid, Auntie's Choice and the Order will soon be rivals no longer. Just think of all we can accomplish if our two sides reject fractiousness and combine our efforts. Remember, seek out ways to help both sides. Engender trust. Gertie and I will let you know when it's time to move forward.
Airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sisty-Bits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over.
In the meantime, I might recommend you work on honing your oratory skills. Our presiding bishop and Auntie Cleo can be challenging to debate with.
This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
She's just the best choice. It's Auntie's choice. You've let yourself slide on your luck. Fell off the ladder and you think that you're stuck. The only loser is the shirker who quits. Your problems can be solved if you spend more bits. Try and never settle for less. It's true what they say, money buys happiness. Extra shifts, you can sleep later. We've got the goods to make you better than nature. Auntie is the best choice. Bringing betterment to keep us content.
A visitor? It's for the best that you're talking to me now instead of mid-work. I do seem to have a slight propensity for stabbing randomly with my tools when interrupted, but I suppose that's enough time spinning in the statements column. Speak away.
Auntie's Choice Office of Munitions and Catering. Time to restock your arsenal? Planning a key business dinner or banquet event? They have everything you need in one place.
What are you... Beckett. Another prediction that he hasn't seen fit to notify me about. A more cynical exemplar might posit his doing this to be intentional. If you're here, I imagine you aim to petition the presiding bishop for her support, which is hardly a surprise. She is the most important individual in Arcadia.
Are you stuck on the ground? Impractical it got you down. Well, trust Auntie's chemical purge is for better than natural.
Not if I cannot gauge for certain if you can be trusted. I cannot allow just anyone to wander into Ruth's quarters. But there is something you could do to prove yourself worthy. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there. From what I understand, Vicar Levin's continued existence is a mere side effect of whatever personal vendetta you happen to be attending to. I'm pleased he does not lie among the ranks of the dead, but I will need a more tangible effort on your part to trust you. I'll withhold my appreciation until this task is complete. May you act within the equation's confines.
Informing the cultist Azza would be prudent prior to slaughtering her former associates.
not your property.
No excuse for expropriation. Stand pat and internal record on behalf of all aggrieved parties. The order demands immediate restitution.
Tampering with our data. Quite a betrayal of trust.
No admittance without the Artificer Laureate's permission.
Run, don't walk to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services. Your co-worker rivals get sleepy after consuming a full midday meal.
Not me. I stay hungry.
Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack. Whoever said humanity can't exist on bread and water never met you. Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack, featuring our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets. Specially designed to be eaten alone at your desk.
The bare minimum you need to make it through your day.
Show your supervisor you stay hungry.
Fine. Let us proceed.
Alrighty then. It's well past time for more merry melodies.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've used. Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of personal Here we've dealt with all of them. Oh, that was a close one.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. 1 entirely pain-free, and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective. Lovely day for differential geometry.
Another object, just gone. Nothing should work that way, no matter how often.
Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization. All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted.
But in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating. Come on, damn it. revert it to its previous state. Failing of the device, or the inevitable effect. Failed? Hurry, assistant, activate the monitoring equipment and take readings. Observe. On rare occasion. Reverted again! Infuriating! It's open again. Quickly, record all the relevant data and take down your observations.
Plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
Has reverted. Somewhere in the last stage. Is that indicative of the properties of the wrist or of the device?
Would have us think these cosmic light shows herald the end of the worlds. Poppycock. Gifts present an opportunity, not a calamity. Once someone irons out their reality side, we'll be left with nothing but upside. I have full confidence that our lab coats and experimental operations will innovate a profitable use for them. Rifts could be leveraged in negotiations or to gatekeep trainings. Think of the R&D.
Coming here without Asa lacks logic and sense.
Auntie's job is to keep them motivated. The threat of extinction is the mother of invention, after all.
Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or gut. Now, a catchy pitch for Auntie's products you simply can't live without.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and Spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts,
including but not limited to borscht entrails, spread salt tuna skin, nana peels, and tobacco husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a child.
Fine. Let us proceed.
This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
on fire!
I don't know you, but you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it! Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated. You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do. Yes, there are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
The most trusted name in exo-anti-allergenics. Right. Moving on. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically.
Maybe I deserve to be. I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the exalted leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the Sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us. Did you not hear me? I said he dies.
No. Sentinels! Target confirmed! Sentinels!
Combatant scan. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I can't believe the Exalted Leader sent Severin as bait. Not to mention betraying the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The Exalted... No. I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety. She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system. Couldn't have said it better myself. Fortunately, we don't need to worry about hacking their systems. Well, as I mentioned before, my parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Honest-to-goodness broadcasting for straight shooters across Arcadia. This is wireless-free Arcadia. An important update regarding the attack on Outpost Opportunity. The Order of the Ascendant's claims have been proven correct. They were, in fact, not responsible. Outside agitators were apparently attempting to frame the Order in hopes of rekindling hostilities between us. But we were much too cautious and level-headed this time. Other outside parties, presumably less agitating, reportedly outed these malefactors and brought these matters to an appropriate close. Hope no employees listening shot anyone from the Order while this was being resolved, which you'll recall we explicitly forbade earlier. If you did, and any Order representatives are listening, we can offer our standard regrets and apologies bouquet assortment delivered to the homes of any surviving loved ones. Alternately, we could just leave a dozen or so outside one of our local field offices for you to collect and distribute yourselves. In fact, we'd actually prefer that. Assuming by your silence, that's okay. Lovely, let's do that. Ta! Now, on to other things. Alrighty then, it's well past time for more merry melodies. Oh, that ridiculously catchy number was sponsored by the Department of Invasive Marketing. Just try to get it out of your head. This one reminds me of the morning we drove the